Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning, children.
Workbook part 2. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am,
Fine,
today
dear.
you are
I'm also
very
fine. Thank you.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you, children. What about the notes? Did you complete the notes?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about the homework? The homework was there, no? Did you see the homework? Did you do?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you have done?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay, Agnes. Okay, so 1 hour is equal to how many minutes?
3 minutes.
60 minutes. 15 minutes is used for, quarter past. Quarter past is used for 15 minutes, isn't it? Quarter 2 is used for
45 minutes.
5 minutes. And what is the difference to be made over there when you will write the time?
We must add +1.
You have to add 1 on the hour side, isn't it? For 45 minutes for quarter 2. Okay, what is, what about half past? Half past is used for 30 minutes. Good, good. So, you people are ready with your workbook, right? Shall we start doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Part 2, yes. It's part 2. Time is in part 2. So, from time chapter, only reading the time and drawing hands of the clock will be there for the exam. So, all of you take page number 7 of the workbook, part 2. Page number 7. 7. I will share the page. I will show you the page now. This is the page. Taken?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first one, I have not muted everybody. When I will call out your name, then only you have to answer. Okay. All of you mute yourself. The person to whom I will ask the question has to answer, nobody else. Okay, ready? Okay, first question. The time 1 hour. One second. Let me. Roshit, read the first question, dear. I have not. Yes. First one.
The time hour after 4 o'clock is dash. Ma'am,
Yes. I will mute you all. I told Roshit to read the question and to answer. First one, the time 1 hour after 4 o'clock. After means after 4. What is the time? So if after is there, what you have to do over there? You have to add 1 to the time. If it is before, you have to go backward. If it is after, you have to go forward. So, page number 7. It is 4 o'clock. So 1 hour.
option
1 hour forward. You have to move 1 hour forward. What is that?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yes, yes. Good. Put a tick mark on A.
Option
Write A. Write 5 in the dash, on the dash, and write A in the bracket. So if it is after, 1 hour after means you have to go 1 hour forward. If it is 2 hours after means you have to move 2 hours forward. Okay? And if it is before, you have to move backward. The number should go backward. If it is 1 hour, it will be 3 o'clock. Before 4 o'clock, it will be 3 o'clock. This is the first hour you have moved. If it is asked about before 2 hours, then it will be 2 o'clock. You have to move 2 hours backward. Okay, good, Roshit. Now, second one, Rida.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Read the question, dear.
Time 3 hours before 12 o'clock is
Yes.
dash.
Yes. Before means you have to go backward. Backward numbers has to be checked. 12 o'clock. Before 12 o'clock, what will be the number? 1 hour, 2 hour, and 3 hours. You have to move 3 times backward. Yes. Before 12?
11.
11.
Ma'am,
So you have more. Dears, I am going to mute everybody. Otherwise, you people will go on asking the page number. Page number, everything is written here. Page number 7, it is there on the page itself, on the board. Yes, Rida. Unmute, dear.
Yes, ma'am.
So 11 o'clock, we have moved 1 hour backward. Now, before 11, 3 times we have to move because it is told 3 hours before. So, you have to move 3 times backward. So, before 11 it is 10, then before 12 it is 11. Before 11?
10.
10. So, one more time you have to move. Before 10?
9.
9. So, you have moved 3 hours backward. So, what is the time you got now?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So, put a tick mark on C, write 9 on the dash, and write C in the bracket. If it was asked about only 2 hours, you have to move only 2 times backward. Since it is asked about 3 hours, you have to move 3 times. Now 5 o'clock is dash hours after 3. It was 3 o'clock. Now it is 5 o'clock. So you have to check how many times you have to move. It is after, so you have to move forward. So how many times you have to move forward for getting 5 o'clock? Pranav. It was 3 o'clock. Now it is 5 o'clock. So how many times you have to move forward?
2.
2 hours. So 1 hour, when it is moved 1 hour, you got 4. When it is moved 2 hours, you will get 5. So 5 o'clock is 2 hours after 3 o'clock. So put a tick mark on C and write C here. So if it is before, you have to move backward. If it is after, you have to move forward numbers. Now question number 4, Aryan.
Ma'am,
If the minute hand is at 3 and the hour hand is at 9, so the time will be
9:15.
good. Always the hour hand is to be written first, put 2 dots and then minute hand. Isn't it?
Yes.
So it is told that the hour hand is at 9. So 9, then put 2 dots. Minute hand is at 3. If it is 3, if the minute hand is at 3, what you have to do over there? You have to multiply with 5, right? So it is 15. Good. 9:15. Put a tick mark on B, write 9:15 on the dash, and write B in the bracket. Good children. Good, Pranav. Also, he told the answer. Aryan, good. Okay. Now question number 5. Rishit, Rishit, are you there, Rishit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Why the video was off, my dear?
I don't know, ma'am.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Question number 5.
In the given clock, the
Yes.
number at which the minute hand point is.
Points is the number at which the minute hand points is. At which number the minute hand is in?
11.
At which is the minute hand? The long hand or the short hand?
Short hand.
Then which is the hour hand?
Big hand.
Huh? No, my dear. Short hand is hour hand. We have already learned all these things. Short hand is hour hand and the long hand is minute hand.
Minute hand.
Question is the number at which the minute hand points.
12.
12. Yes. The minute hand, the long hand is at 12. Okay. Yes, having a confusion of shorthand and longhand. The notes are also sent. Please learn it, my dears. 6th one. Yes. Ramin, unmute. Yes. Read the 6th one, dear. 6th question, read it. Yes. Minutes. To get the minutes,
When
we multiply
the number at which
uh,
the minute hand
yes, points by dash. To get the minutes, we multiply the number at which the minute hand points by dash. Suppose the minute hand is at 1.
1.
Then what will be the time over there? Wait 1 second. I'm going to draw a clock over here. Please, please. Ramin, look here. Listen here. I'm going to ask the questions to you only because, okay. See. Suppose the short hand is at 10 and the long hand is at 7. So what is the time now? Ramin? What is the time shown in this clock which I have drawn here? The short hand is here.
10:35.
10:35. How did you get this 35? The long hand is at 7. The time is correct. What you have told is correct. The minute hand is at 7, isn't it? But you have told that it is 35. What you did with 7? You have multiplied with some number, right? Ramin, don't mute, don't mute. I did not tell you to mute. Yes. By which number you have multiplied 7? You got 35. The answer is correct. By which number you have multiplied that 7 for getting 35?
5.
5. Good. 5 into 7 is 35. So to get the minutes, we multiply the number at which the minute hand points by 5. Which is the correct option?
5.
Which is the correct option? Look at the options, my dear. I am asking the question. What you are looking over there, Ramin? Which is the correct option?
10:35.
I am asking for the sixth question, which is the correct option. What you told is correct. He is somewhere else. My dear, I don't have the time for wasting like this. To get the minutes, we multiply the number at which the minute hand points by 5. Put a tick mark on B. What he told is correct. But when I ask the option, okay. Good, Raman. Now next. Anunaya. Anunaya, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 7. At 5:15. 5:15. Tell me the time in the other way. If it is 5:15. We have learned 2 ways of writing the time, isn't it? With the dots and with quarter, isn't it? If it is 5:15, how we will write the time in the other way, my dear? First, quarter past is used for how many minutes?
15 minutes.
Okay, quarter past is used for 15 minutes. So, the minute hand should point at which number?
5.
If it will point at 5, what will be the minute? Suppose it is pointing at 5. What will be the minute now?
10:25.
10:25. So it will be wrong, isn't it? It is asked about 15 minutes. So at which number the minute hand should point? See, what you have to do here is already 15 minutes is given. So the answer is 15. You have to multiply, for getting the minute, you have to multiply with 5, isn't it? So 5 into dash is 15. The answer that you will get in the middle portion will be the answer.
5 into 3.
5 into 3 is 15. If the minute is 15, the shorthand should be at the number 5. Okay, suppose the question was to find out for 50, or let it be 35. It is given that the time is 10:35 and you have to find out the number on which the minute hand should point. So what you have to do here is 5 into dash is 35. You have to find out
7.
7. So it will be, the minute hand should point at 7 to get 35 minutes. Okay, it is correct. No, it is not 5. What you told, it is 3. At 5:15, the minute hand should point at 3. Good. Aidan Rojo. Aidan Rojo. Aidan Rojo, unmute, my dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Question number 8. At 9:30, the hour hand. It is not asked about the minute hand. It is asked about the hour hand. In between which two numbers hour hand should be? For 9:30. Half past is used for how many minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Half past is used for 30 minutes. Suppose the long hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 9 and it should be here somewhere, isn't it? So in between which two numbers hour hand lies? The time is given as 9:30. I have drawn here 9:30. Now tell me, the hour hand is between which two numbers? Between 9 and
6.
hour hand, not the minute hand. Which one is the hour hand? The long one or the short one? Which is the hour hand?
Short.
Short one. So where the short hand should be if it is 9:30? The time is given as 9:30. You only told me that it is 9:30. Now I have drawn the hands over here, isn't it? In the previous question, look at the previous one. In the fifth one, I have drawn the hands over there in the fifth question. Look at the board, my dear. In the fifth one, did you see the red lines
Yes.
on the board? Yes. I have drawn the time which is given in the question, 9:30. Now tell me where the hour hand is in between which two numbers hour hand lies.
9.
9 and it is in between two numbers, isn't it, Aiden Rojo?
Yes.
Which two numbers are there?
9 and 6.
Niharika,
Yes,
at 9:30, the hour hand is between 9 and
10.
10. This is the hour hand. The short hand is the hour hand. It is in between 9 and 10. Okay. Good, Niharika.
Thank you, ma'am.
Don't draw all these things. Okay, take the next page then. Turn over the page. Okay, next question. Rex Joe.
Ma'am.
Yes. Question number 9. Just read the question, my dear.
At quarter to.
Ah.
2, the minute hand is at.
Yes. Quarter 2 is used for how many minutes?
45.
45. Good. Quarter 2 is used for 45 minutes. At quarter to 2, the minute hand is at. The minute hand is at which number the minute hand should be for getting 45 minutes?
9.
9. Good. The minute hand should be at 9. This is a way for finding out if you are feeling difficulty. 5 into dash is equal to, the minute is already given over there. So for getting the minutes, you have to multiply with 5. You have to find out the middle number. It is 9. So the minute hand is at 9. Good, Rex.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now next one. Anamika.
Ma'am.
Yes. On which number will the minute hand be if the time is 4:20?
20.
4:20, where the minute hand should be? At which number it should point?
In 20.
My dear, 20 is not there in the clock, right?
Yes.
So the minute hand, where, on which number the minute hand should be for getting 20? 4. That's what I told. If you are feeling difficulty, you can do like this. 20 is the minute given. You have to multiply with 5 and find out the middle one, 4. The minute hand should be at 4. When the minute hand will be at 4, the time will be 20 minutes. Okay. Next, Anamik. Avantika, how many minutes make an hour?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. We have already learned 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay. Nora.
Yes, ma'am.
Nora, 12th question. Read it, my dear.
How many small
Sections.
sections does a hand of a clock cover from 12 to 1?
Yes. For reaching from 12 to 1, for reaching from the number 12 to 1, how many small lines it has to pass through?
4.
Yes, 4 lines are there in the middle, isn't it? It has to
Yes.
reach to 1. So how many lines it has passed from here? 1,
4 lines.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and this one also, it has reached here, right? So
Yes.
it has to pass through 5. How many small sections does a hand of a clock cover from 12 to 1? It was here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Nora. Good. She told 4. 4 lines were there in the middle. 4 small sections. 5 small sections. You have to include the number where it is reaching. It is reaching here, no? So you have to include this line also. Okay, Nora. Now question number 13. Write the positions of the hour and the minute hands. And you have to state the time also. You have to tell me first, what is the position of the hour hand? On which number the hour hand is in? Position of the hour hand. Where the hour hand is, at which number the hour hand is at, then position of the minute hand. Position of the hour hand, position of the minute hand, and finally, what is the time shown by the clock? Abel Rinson.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In question number 13, what is the position of the hour hand? Which is the hour hand, the short one or the long one?
Short.
Short one. Okay. Where is it?
5 o'clock.
It is at 5. It is in between 4 and 5, right? It has not reached to 5, isn't it? It is here. Okay. Good. Mute.
Okay, ma'am.
It is in between 4 and 5. Devamitra. Unmute. What happened, Devamitra? You are not able to unmute? Unmute, my dear. Okay, she's not unmuting. Dia. Dia? Okay. Position of the minute hand. Where is the minute hand? Dia, show me the number with your fingers. I cannot hear you.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Ah, yes.
The minute hand is at 9.
Okay, good. The minute hand is at 9.
Ma'am, I don't have the second time book.
Okay, you just write the answers in your rough book. Afterwards, you can copy down. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Position of the minute hand is 9 and position of the hour hand is between 4 and 5. Janita, what is the time shown by the clock in question number 13?
Ma'am,
Yes.
9.
Check properly.
Five. 5.
Whether it has reached to 5?
Ma'am, 4.
4?
4. 4.
Question number 13.
Yes, ma'am. 20.
Can you see the hands of the clock clearly, my dear, on the board? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Where the long hand is in? At which number? Where it
9.
points? 9. So what is the minute?
9.
What do you have to do with the 9 for getting the correct minutes? You know how to read the time, isn't it, Janita? You used to tell me the time. In the previous class, you told me the time. What happened now? In question number 13, what is the time shown over there, my dear? This is the clock. This one is the clock.
Okay, ma'am. 15.
Okay, let me move to other person then. She's getting confused of something. Suhana. Yes. Suhana, what is the time shown by the 13th clock? In the 13th question.
45.
No? I did not hear. Once again.
4:45.
Ah, good. 4:45. Good. Good, Suhana. Yes. The our hand has not reached to 5. It is near to 5. So you cannot take 5. You have to take the previous number. That is 4. And the hour hand, minute hand is at 9. That means you have to multiply with 5 for getting the correct minutes. So 5 into 9 is 45. Good, Suhana. Okay, in the 14th one, you have to do the same thing. So I'm giving it as a homework for you. This is a homework for you, dears. First, you have to write position of the hour hand, then you have to write position of the minute hand, then you have to write the time at last. 3 lines are given. Gap is there for writing the answer. Okay. So tomorrow there is maths period, so you have to be ready with your workbook itself. Okay, we will meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you.
And
Part 2. Thank you, children. Bye bye.